Each year, College of DuPage recognizes 2 graduates whose achievements truly demonstrate determination and success. First, Images gets acquainted with graphic design major Dianne Hlinsky of Downers Grove.
I came to COD because I already had a degree in photography, but the job I was currently working at was requiring me to do a lot of graphic design work, which I had no experience with. And so I decided that COD would at least allow me to get some experience, at least maybe not doing a full certificate or a degree, but at least enough experience so that I wasn't completely blindsided in my job. And so I came with the intent of taking 1 or 2 classes and stuck around to finish the degree in graphic design. The one thing that is really nice about COD is that the classes, at least in the graphic design department, are very small. I think the most we have is maybe 20 students, 15 to 20 students depending. And so right there, it's very nice because you do get that one-on-one experience with the teachers if you need it. They're always willing to help. And the teachers in the graphic design department are phenomenal. They're probably some of my biggest cheerleaders that I've had since I've been here, especially Brian Blevins. He kind of was the one that I took 2 classes with when I first came back and thought, okay, I'm going to take a few classes. I'm not going to really pursue a certificate or a degree, but Brian, his level of teaching and just the way he approached class and the way he approached students just really motivated me to be more involved on campus, be more involved in the program, and really concentrate on maybe doing a certificate or a degree. Being that I have come from a previous undergrad program and a bachelor's, there were situations where you didn't feel that connected with the teachers and you didn't feel like you could go to them, and especially even after office hours, or outside of office hours, I should say, that you couldn't go to them. But here, everyone has a pretty much open door policy, and it's just incredible that they can be that much of a support system to you that I feel like you can't get at every other institution. I was involved with the AIGA student group, which is the graphic design group here on campus. One of the presidents at the time, she approached me because she had heard I had photography experience, was like, hey, would you like to be our photography leader? And I was like, yeah, all right, fine. But then that morphed into me being elected to be a vice president for the group this year. And it's just been a very eye-opening experience because I've gotten a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have had if I hadn't been in the group. But one of the big things I felt that group provided for me, that the whole campus actually provided, was it was an ability for us to kind of form a family, which I don't feel I ever got at any of my other colleges that I attended. And this is the first place where I actually feel home and feel like I have this family behind me supporting me and I'm supporting them. So it was a great opportunity to get involved with. I do have my bachelor's, and I don't have the connections with the people that I do here that I do at my other school. I mean, those were more of acquaintances, whereas here, these are lifelong relationships that I've developed either with the professors, with my work colleagues, because I work here on campus, or even the friends that I've made in the graphic design group. I know I'm gonna have those connections as I leave COD. I mean, I wouldn't be here without my parents. Both my mom and dad have been a huge support system to me when I did decide to come back to school, because it is when you're coming back with already a degree, it is a huge financial obligation to choose to come back for another degree, especially if it's not a master's. So they have been extremely helpful and motivating, and I would not be here without them. And then also the teachers in the graphic design department, they have constantly been motivating me to push myself beyond what I thought I was capable of doing. And then my coworkers, they also provide motivation to help me excel in my field. And my boss has just been very supportive and accommodating when I had finals coming up and final projects. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it into work. And so, yeah, everybody here has just been so supportive and welcoming, and I'm gonna miss them when I have to leave. And my biggest advice is don't listen to the labels that COD has been given by other students. Because COD is a great community college and it is right in our backyard, I think people take for granted exactly the education and the strength and connections that you can make here, because COD has done a lot to benefit me, and I feel I'm even more prepared now as I re-enter the workforce than I was when I graduated with my 4-year degree.
Wheaton resident and communications major Anna Pliego also received the honor of Outstanding Graduate. Images spoke with her, learning about the path she traveled to College of DuPage and her involvement in student life.
I'm originally from Mexico, and I had always wanted to go back. So after high school, I thought it'd be the perfect opportunity for me to start fresh. I went down there to pursue my dream in education and be back with my family, friends, all that sort of stuff. After being there for a year, I realized that, everything that I had dreamed of wasn't really what I wanted anymore. So I decided to come back. And I really didn't know where to start. I spoke to one of my counselor from high school, and she told me COD is a great place just to, start figuring out what you want. So the first thing that I was involved with was the Latino Ethnic Awareness Association. That's kind of where I started meeting people, and they started talking to me about student life and the Student Leadership Council and all that stuff. I got a job at Student Life. And from there on out, it just has been amazing because I learned more about the Student Leadership Council. I applied for a position and got in, and my advisors have been absolutely amazing, supporting through everything. And then also the people I work with, my boss, she has just been amazing in mentoring me, and I know that I can ask her for anything when I need it. The two most rewarding experiences that I've had, first one being a student worker, especially at the Office of Student Life, because that has just given me an edge in meeting so many great students, finding information about every single club on campus. And then the second greatest experience is definitely the Student Leadership Council. I lead the service committee meetings, so I've gotten the opportunity to work closely with our members, and all the conferences that we went to and leadership opportunities that we've had have just been amazing, and I've seen myself grow through all of that. The quality of teachers has been absolutely amazing. Just teachers are always willing to help you, and they just have so much knowledge that every student should really take advantage of. I love diversity in this college just because it has allowed me to meet people from many ranges of, religion or ethnicity, age also. There have been so many classes where I'm with an older student and you learn so much from them, from their experiences. And also just getting to know everyone gives you a different perspective of life, that it's not just how you think, but so many people think in so many different ways, and I love finding out that. When I found out I was a standing graduate, I started crying, to be honest, just because I think it's an amazing honor to be able to, represent the school and what the school really is, involvement and growth and learning. I've had amazing teachers, and I want to be able to thank everybody for what they've shared with me and how they've helped me through my journey at COD. And now that I'm graduating COD, it's definitely hard to leave everything behind. It's scary, but I'm very excited. I am thinking of going to DePaul or Elmhurst College. I want to go into organizational communication. And then afterwards, I've kind of been thinking about going into law school, but that's not a for sure yet. I'm still thinking about it, so.
Learners of all ages from all backgrounds find their next calling at College of DuPage. For more about what COD has to offer you, visit our website at cod.edu.